All right, first one, 5:16, 9 minutes, 4.1. All right, let's look at yesterday's. Okay, that was yesterday's. That's so far today, so we're gonna clear out today. And that was yesterday, so we're gonna clear out yesterday. All right, good to go. All right, so for the score for The Circle, I want a lot of kind of like, if you've ever seen The Dead Man or Dead Man with Neil Young, it was that Johnny Depp in it. Very like reverberance, kind of guitar, maybe, occasional, maybe piano, maybe, ambient sounds, definitely, you know, maybe sounds of echoing animals or something, a cat meowing slowed down or something, just weird stuff. So there's a lot of cat lines in it about, one of the lines is like, you ever been to pussy hell? And he's kind of joking, so he's like twisting some of the lines, you know, from Blue Velvet, only he has like helium. So whenever he says one of the Blue Velvet lines, he'll take some helium in and he'll say it real high pitch. And that's, you know, the evil villain. So it's kind of, it's not really a spoof though. It's not a spoof. He's just being serious about it. It's just kind of weird. He's kind of like, he's a head criminal, but he thinks he has like a artistic kind of mind. He also thinks that he's funny. You know, he thinks he's humorous, but he's really just really twisted. So these people that like betray him or whatever, he really does throw this cat on them. Now, ideally, we could move that up to like a bobcat or something, which that would be, you know, a bobcat, that would be deadly, you know, if someone threw a bobcat at you. But this is like a feral cat that he's trained, you know, and he ties their hands and throws the cat at them, and the cat just scratches them, you know, and then he rewards the cat. We're gonna look at the 4 horses. All right, since I was talking about that, I got a scratch right here. Don't know how it happened. And it wasn't from Kitty. I don't know. Somehow I scratched myself. All right, somehow. Don't know where. I'll figure it out. I think like in the score, I'm gonna have like the soothing sounds of wind blowing, you know, very soothing sounds. Maybe a sound of a bird, since there's one character's named Bird, one's named Kitty. Maybe a sound of a cat meowing, very low cat meow. And then maybe the sound of a cricket, you know, one cricket cricketing, just one cricket. It's got like a bunch of photos of gnomes. I mean, they're basically like ceramic gnomes or whatever they're made out of. And one's got its like butt in the air and all this stuff. He's got this crazy dog. It's got a Rubik's Cube kind of thing. Don't know what that place is. Right by Quicks. It's a food store. A kind of weird little area. I was gonna get a photo of his gnomes and stuff, but it's brought by the Rubik's Cubes. It's kind of fun. It's like a little scene of gnomes. They're kind of like playing on the ground. One's got like his butt moon in the sky or something weird. Then right next to that is a Rubik's Cube. What's this right here? It's kind of a weird area. The grass is greener on the other side. Huh. Yeah, let's stop in today. They're now leasing. Not too bad. Do they have a security gate? Nah, they haven't got one yet. Yeah, I gotta get that security gate. You never know. There could be another character in it called the Butterfly. and it's like an older character that comes in, and it'd be a female character, kind of like how Isabella Rossellini kind of comes out of nowhere, and then she's like connected to Frank Booth because I think the story goes like he stole her kid and then like hid the kid in this like really creepy place. Not like that, but like he's got her attached in some way. I'll have to like find that out, but she's called the Butterfly, and then maybe she could be played by the same character as Kitty. So Kitty's like real nerdy. She's got like really nerdy glasses. She's kind of neurotic. But when she's Butterfly, she's real mature, and she's like a different person. But it's not really explained if it's the same person or not, or if it's a twin. So you got that kind of Vertigo kind of thing, in Vertigo, Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. I like that idea, using the same actor in two different parts, because that kind of economizes things and shows ability. So as the Butterfly may be like sophisticated and like beautiful, dangerous kind of thing, I don't want to toy with that. I'm not going to put down as a note yet, but just an idea, because I always pass that Butterfly. I like the fact that they're all named like Butterfly, Kitty, the bird, the cricket, things like that. But those are like nicknames, 626, 12 to 3.6. So I was reading The Projectionist last night. It's actually a pretty good script. It really is. But I want to add REO Speedwagon's Taking on the Run and do a whole sequence where Adair Martin is sitting outside of Allie Starling's townhome and off of Mulholland Drive or wherever she is. And he's listening like in the car before he goes, and then goes up to her window to spy, and that's when he gets busted. I think in one version of the script, it starts off with Sunray and nuclear war, that jazz thing. It sounds like a credit. That's why. It sounds like credits opening. That's why I use that Sunray. It's also kind of a cool song. And the nuclear war thing is kind of like you got this one measly character that's a projectionist of society that has the passion of like a nuclear war kind of thing, or he's that kind of rebel, But when he's sitting in the car and he's looking at her, I see like a slow kind of tracking shot going maybe to the windshield of him basically listening to Take It on the Run, probably in his car. Now, what I wanted to add to the script was when he's listening to Take It on the Run, which is REO Speedwagon, he's probably listening to like a live version of it or something. It's supposed to be set like the 90s or something. And REO Speedwagon's been pretty popular. They've had a really great success as a band. He could be listening on the radio live, Take It on the Run is playing, and then all of a sudden it switches over to Allie Starling's, and she's listening to her Sony headset, thing, with a cassette tape, and she's listening to a version of the same song. So they're like listening to the same song at the same time. It's like coincidence. And then he goes to spy, and he goes up to the bushes, and that's whenever, she sees him, and then the first time and everything, and then he gets busted. But the film was supposed to start, I think it's supposed to open in one sequence where he's... Now, in the version I was reading last night, which I have different versions of the script, he's in the projectionist room, and Sunray's on, and he's getting the film together. But another version, I remember he was cuffed, and he was like going down Mulholland Drive, and it was in black and white. He had like mud on his face. It opens, I think, with that one, and Sunray's playing, and then it switches and dissolves. It dissolves back to his past when he's on Camp Bowie at the Ridgely, because it originally was inspired for the Ridgely, where he was a projectionist at the Ridgely. What's weird, when I was making all that and then trying to do the feature, I met a projectionist. I actually picked him up in an Uber, or it was a Lyft or something, and he said he was a projectionist for many years. He had survived as a projectionist and everything, projecting these movies and stuff all over the place. He knew how to do it. He knew how to deal with the 35 millimeter and all that stuff. And that's what it's in the film. It's actually a projection. It's actually 35 millimeter projector that he deals with and everything. It's a good script. It really is. It's sad that it's not being made, but it's a good script. So Tommy Tune is the king of Broadway, and his sister owns this place. Her name is Gracie Tune. I've given her a play one time. She also teaches tango, but she used to teach tango. I took a few tango lessons from her and tap. Yeah, she's the sister of Tommy Tune. She lives right there. I used to live about a block or two from that area. But yeah, they're really cool. And there's another guy named Bruce or something. He had a dance studio that I used when I was studying mime, and I was doing some mime shows. It's somewhere in here had a little mirror. It might have been that place. I don't know. I don't really remember, really, to be honest. I thought it was somewhere over here or something. I don't think it was the same place, but it was relatively kind of the same place. Really cool neighborhood. I'm thinking about using some of this neighborhood for the circle. There's going to be a scene where, okay, you know, like in Blue Velvet, where you have the high school chick played by Laura Dern, and then Cal MacLachlan's character. They're walking. They're under those cool trees. I'm gonna have like kind of like a scene kind of like that. They're kind of like talking about something. I don't know. I have to find some dialogue, and then it's gonna be the bird, which is the protagonist character, and Kitty, because she's kind of nerdy, but she works for the head thief. And they'll be just kind of like walking down the sidewalk, kind of talking and stuff like that. It's 704.3 1.1. Looks like this one's building 11. Now that's building 6 over there. Probably right over that way. Over there it says building 12. Right there it says building 6. And over there, I don't even know, it says not building 6 over there. I don't know what it says on that building. I wonder if it's the same one. No, it's building 7. I have a feeling it may be them. It's a cat. They got a grill. Possibly might be this one. The buildings are too sporadic to really find it. They just kind of jump around. So the back one was 13. There's a 12 way over there. And it switches like to a 6. It might be this one. No, it does say 55 on it. I hate when I get into these little thingies right here. Could be that one over there too, or even that one. What's that issue with the dog? Here we go. I swear every single place in this has a dog, dude. Dog starts coming running after. You can hear the, you know it's serious when you can only hear the collar clicking and the dog's not like, you know, he's not like barking or anything, he's just running. You know, the dog's that serious. And then she grabs him by the collar or whatever. I mean, he just, I guess she had a leash on him or something. You can just hear the clicking of the collar. That's when you know, because I've been bit before. I've been bit like right here, and it does still cause pain even today because it's a nerve ending right there. It's you can see the fang right there. And I didn't see the dog coming. The dog didn't bark until right after he bit. They don't always bark before they bite. And I was bit and then realized it was a dog. I didn't know exactly what it was. Then I jumped into a bathroom and shut the door. He literally was trying to kill me. He clawed into my leg. My leg's okay. I don't have any pain in my leg anymore. But that part of the palm where the fang went in, I can still feel it as if it happened 30 years ago. And it was just a crazy dog. You know, my friend let it in. And I was like in a back bedroom kind of thing. And I walked out in the hallway and it just leaped and bit into my hand. It's going for my throat, but I brought my hand up and he literally just bit right into my hand, drawing blood. I bled like I bled in my car. I didn't bleed a whole lot, but I got to the hospital just to see if it needed stitches. Then they took a report, like a dog bite. They take reports on it, just like they do with gunshots and things like that. Then they had to go visit the person that owned the dog. They had to contemplate on putting a muzzle on the dog. It'd been another friend of mine too on the butt. This lady that runs a theater, she got bit in the butt by the dog. I mean, not all dogs are bad, you know. I mean, some little poodle dogs and things like that, you know, but you never know. Like with a big dog, you don't really know. They can sense it. And they can smell. You know, he probably smells a cat on me. And just, you know, it's just like, literally, they just flip out, you know. What you want to do is get the information of the dog owner, because it's a pretty big, serious thing. Dog bites hurt. They don't necessarily start feeling better. The way that the fangs are and everything, it's a pretty serious thing. And another friend of mine got bit in the face. He's actually a movie star, Johnny Whitworth. He was bit in the face by a dog. That's the rumor. I don't know for sure, but when he was younger, he was just petting a dog, somebody's dog, and just bit him right in the face. Yeah, they're crazy. You never really know. I mean, I'm not real afraid of cats. It's kind of why I'm throwing this whole cat thing in there. I think it's kind of ironic, you know. It's a play on circumstance or whatever you want to call it, you know. But I've heard cats have attacked, and my cat Edmund gets in this funky zone. His tail starts kind of going like this, and he will attack. He doesn't attack me because I put him in his place, but he does attack bare legs. He will scratch them and draw blood. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's crazy, but he's a good cat. He just gets in this weird kind of mode where he just wants to attack skin. It's a weird thing. He'll bite a little bit, especially if you pet him wrong. He'll just kind of bite, but he usually is nice. I've got the point where I can snuggle up with him, and he doesn't bite or anything. But he can though, you know. So you have to be careful. And then my ex-mother-in-law, her cat was completely psycho. He would no mercy scratch you for no reason at all. I mean, he just really quick and just hiss at you. No control of that cat at all. All right, next one, 734, 1.5. All right, check out the go-karts in Rockwood. A little bit of mini golf. kitchen doesn't know how to write 1409. They only can write 1490, but hey, I know what happened to Tom Cruise, and they got to slap him around a little bit because he was dyslexic, or however you say it. I don't know. The right numbers backwards. I'm not a mind reader, so, you know, finally figured it out. Looks like we did about 28 miles. I'd say we used 16 or 17 of those miles, maybe. I mean, we used all of them, but I'm saying for the actual deliveries, I'd have to count each delivery independently from point A to point B, I think. That's how they do it. I have to double check. But that's about what we used. It's not too bad. Well, looks like another night of delivery. We're gonna head back and see Linda. And Kitty. $2.95. All right, so we did get the Sriracha Ranch, and we went and got ahead and got one of those steak things. It's like a steak fajita thing. I think they're like $2 or 2 for $3.50 or something like that. This is the Sriracha Ranch. That's pretty good. All right. I've been looking at this for a while. It's a Nitro Pepsi draft soda. I don't know what a draft soda is, but it's Nitro. Whoa. Uh-oh. I may need to check this. Let's see. Huh. Interesting. It's like a draft soda. Yeah, I still like Coca-Cola better, but this is Pepsi. It's not too bad. It does taste kind of like a draft or whatever a draft soda would be. Draft cola. It goes okay with the steak fajita thing. I don't know, I'm just gonna be honest, it tastes a little flat. I don't know why. It tastes like I would say it would be flat. I would say regular Pepsi might be better. But we'll deal with it. $2.95. Snooky, snooky, snook. Snooky, snooky, snooky. Snooky, 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 snook, snook. Not too bad. Whoops. There we go. All right, kitty. No, no, no. Go this way. No, no. Go watch out. All right. Welcome to the Please Subscribe Show. Okay, let's see. There's Kitty. Kitty's one of the stars of the show. I kind of flatten this out so you can see. I got him this case right here. It lasts him, well, let's see, it's 24, or is it 12? 24 servings, well. They're perfect serving sizes. Each one is a day, morning and night. So you get a breakfast and a dinner. And it's tuna. This is the tuna one. And salmon. The pink one's the salmon one. He's already gone through all the salmon. So he's kind of anal retentive. He likes to eat all the salmon. Then when he's done, then he goes to the tuna. This is the tuna. So we're going to go ahead and open it. And kind of open it like this. And there he goes. And he goes down. Put that one up there. And we'll keep going that way. And Kitty likes his food. So, there we go. All right, y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good one.